the fact that we're able to do a show with 4 women and be somewhat well received, I think really speaks to the fact that our fan base really supports diversity and supports women in football.
They gotta play us!
What is up, everybody? WHODEY. Happy Victory Wednesday. Welcome to Tigress Talk. We are the first and the only Bengals show created by women. I'm Jess, aka WHODEY, and I'm joined by 3 of my besties. We've got Bridget hanging out in Cincinnati. We've got Kayla down in Northern Kentucky, and we got Jerry fresh back from San Francisco down in Florida. What's up, ladies? How's everybody feeling?
I'm feeling great.
Best day
Jerry's
ever.
a whole vibe. Jerry's a whole vibe.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I accidentally swallowed an ice cube just now. Sorry.
I might have walked around that entire stadium like this after the game.
I love it. I love it. Stranger 4420 is here. We got a WHODEY from Stranger. Greg's here. WHODEY. Yoshi Boss ladies. Let's keep the train rolling. Oh, and Bengals captain says WHODEY. WHODEY, honey. Christy's here. What's up, Christy? WHODEY. Sports with strawberry ice. That's my Jeff Turnfeld impression. Says, my beautiful Bengals babes. Thank you so much, Christy. That intro is a kick. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That is courtesy of our unpaid interns, Caleb and Cap. So we appreciate all their hard work that they are not compensated for. But thank you guys all so much for being here tonight. Make sure you like and subscribe on YouTube. Follow us on Twitter or X. I refuse to call it that. So just follow us on Twitter, please. Whew. Well, that game was crazy. Oh, Luther Vision. All right. Don't look at the camera. Don't look at the camera. Okay, Greg. Hopefully you got something with that.
It's been a long day.
Gary, I cannot get over those glasses. Those are awesome. Are they heavy on your face?
A little bit, but they're so fun. Like you don't even pay attention to it. This is definitely one of the better ways that I have wasted $30. This is fantastic.
Awesome. Natty Talks is here. WHODEY, beautiful people. WHODEY, Natty Talks. Thanks so much for being here with us. I'm not sure if that's Joe or Lisa, but we're glad you're here. I have a suspicion it's Lisa. But
Ditto.
Ooh, that game was crazy. I really did not know what to expect going into this game, honestly, because the 49ers, I think I speak for a lot of us when I say that they scare me and I hate them. And I just, they're a good team. And so I would have not have been surprised that we won. I wasn't really surprised that we won because I knew we had it in us, but I wouldn't have been surprised if it was really close, if they had eked out the win against us. Like I was prepared for all scenarios because I just had this deep fear that something bad was going to happen. But man, I was like blown away. It was like I felt like I was watching like the Bengals of my dreams. Like these are like my dream Bengals. Like they're doing all the things we wanted them to do. It was so great. I loved it so much. Obviously they won 31-17. They should have had at least that touchdown and at least
It should have been 41-17 at minimum. Yep.
I was like, I could not believe our offense was on fire. Joe Burrow is shiesty again. He was named the AFC Offensive Player of the Week because he completed 87.5 of his throws, 283 yards, 3 touchdowns, 43 yards with his little feet, with his little calf. That's totally fine now, guys. It's totally fine. I can't even believe it. That QB sneak where he got 3 yards. Oh, hey. Oh.
A little mood lighting.
A little mood lighting. I never know what's going on. I think half the time Ted's just trying to mess with me. Anywho, welcome. This is a new mood. This is the mood where we talk about the Bengals offense.
But I was getting a Buffalo playoff game vibes. Mm-hmm. I will admit I had a little bit more worry in this game, like, when Irv Smith fumbled, when there were a few things, and when Evan missed the 50-yarder, when and Jerry, you'll have to tell us about the weather and how windy it was there. But generally speaking, that was, clearly the most complete game we've played all season. But the close thing I could relate it to was when we played in Buffalo last year. Like, things were just cooking in a way we needed and hadn't seen in a while.
Mm-hmm. You're so right, Bridget. That's a great comparison. Everything was working. It was amazing. Joe Mixon's back. I was tweeted out like in all caps. I had zero chill. I was like, Joe Burrow is back. Joe Mixon is back. Everyone is back, guys, all at the same time. It's so great. 87 yards and a touchdown. Literally danced into the end zone. I loved it.
Yeah, that strut. I was like screaming. It was perfect.
Yeah. I screamed a lot.
Brian Callahan, I think, is also back.
Well, I think the playbook is back. Now that Joe Burrow is back, now the playbook can be opened up. Now we can do all the things that we wanted to do this whole time. And I think you could just tell that Joe Burrow felt more secure. You could tell that he was trusting his line. He was playing on time. All of the beautiful, intangible things that Joe Burrow does, you could see. Greg Luther said, O-line gets a game ball for me. Yes, they played great. I thought, Alex Kappa, for whatever weird reason, he's been playing lights out all season. And then this was like not a great game for him. But other than that, I feel like everybody played really well. Ted Karras almost got a freaking touchdown. I use almost very liberally, but come on. I think we need to scheme him open to get him the ball one time. I want to see him as an eligible receiver downfield. That would make my entire day. Like, that would be the best thing ever. But
everybody, even the 49ers fans were laughing when Ted got the ball and started.
I love watching offensive linemen
trotting down the field. Yeah. Everybody was chuckling around me.
It's just so precious. I love it so much. But yeah, so I loved Mixon having a big day. Tyler Boyd, big levels.
Oh, I was doing that all game.
Me too. Yeah. I do it every time, even when I'm by myself. I don't care.
Yeah.
It's a mentality. Big levels. It's a mentality. He got that first touchdown, which was amazing. Jamar Chase had another 10 receptions for 100 yards and a touchdown. And Greg's favorite player, Yoshivas, worked his way back to Burrow once again to snag a 2-yard touchdown. And I think we're seeing that Princeton education at work here, guys. I think we're dealing with smarty pants.
Also, once a tiger, always a tiger. I love that. That's just in his blood. He was made for us.
Auburn, Princeton, bring us all Clemson, bring us all the Tigers. Bring them all.
That's true.
Yeah. There's a lot of Tiger teams. We'll take them all. Love it. But yeah, I'm just sorry. I'm thinking about Teddy again. But the thing I love about getting all these receivers involved is that when the screen game is working so well, it opens up everything else because, you hit a few good screens downfield and then all of a sudden they're trying to take away the middle of the field, but then all of a sudden we've got a guy open down the field. It's just so beautiful the way it all works in harmony when it's all working it's just so beautiful. And I'm just really happy for Zach. I'm happy for Callahan. I'm so happy for this. All these guys, they deserve this win. Rob Duncan's here. What's up, Rob? WHODEY all. Hope everyone is well. Thank you, Rob. Austin is here. Sunday night. It's going to be fun. Yes, Austin. I'm so excited. Oh, yeah, Greg, that chase flip, that was amazing. Apparently, he used to be in gymnastics, which I did not know previously, which I was a little disappointed because he did not salute the judges at the end. And if you remember the Jerome Simpson front flip from years past, the best part about it was after he stuck the landing, you have to stick. Oops. You just stick and then salute. And he stuck it. He did not salute. So I will take off 9/10 of a point for that. Kelsey, what's up, Kelsey? Hi, you beautiful ladies. Hi, Kels. Thanks for being here with us today. So I will deduct just a little bit for that. But yes, a beautiful backflip. I loved all the still photos of him like in the air upside down.
Oh yeah,
that was amazing.
I liked the comparison to BJ Hill's somersault. Or no, was it? Yeah, BJ Hill's somersault, which was equally fantastic and acrobatic.
His somersault was still more graceful than mine would have been.
We love BJ Hill. Oh no, Jason Dick says 4.5 from the Russian judge. Oh, that's what 9.5. Okay, that's a little better. I was like, dang, that Russian judge is mean.
4.5 might have been BJ's score.
Ooh, yeah, maybe. Kelsey says this mic'd up was amazing. I know. He was like, I should have run it in.
I will say from the mic'd up, all I hear in my head all the time now, and it's a little homage to this guy's, come on, big boy, what you gonna do? Come on, big boy, what you gonna do? Like, it just plays on repeat in my head, and I love it. And it's not like appropriate in most of my daily situations, but it just is in there.
Almost everything that runs through my head at all times is not appropriate in any type of daily situation. Oh, but yeah, offense was chef's kiss perfection. Chef's kiss. I cannot speak. It's been a long day, so who knows what's going to come out of my mouth tonight. But defense looked good, not perfect, but got the job done. Logan Wilson grabbed another interception, his 10th since being drafted. I'm obsessed with him. Our cowboy, we love it. He has 3 for the year already, which is amazing, and just one shy of his personal best for 4 in a season. And how many has he not caught? Almost caught. So I mean, he's like right there. He's just doing. I'm so proud of him. Jermaine Pratt, Bridget's favorite, pulled down a critical interception with the Niners in the red zone. That was so awesome because they're driving down the field. I'm like, that's all right. It's all right. It's gonna be a shootout. Jermaine Pratt was like, no shootout.
Yeah. 5 to 10 yards is like the 5 to 10 yard line is like that man's sweet spot. Right, like
beautiful.
What was it? 7-yard line, maybe in that Raiders playoff game.
I don't know. It was on the other side of the field. That's all I remember. It was on the opposite. It was in the north. The Raiders were going towards the north end zone, and I was in the south end zone, and I was about to start crying sad tears, and then I started crying happy tears once I realized what had actually happened.
I had a couple vodkas that game, and I like in my head, the Raiders were like 25 yards away. I don't know, because I was in 156 and I watched the game the next day and I was like, they were on this, like, I am so glad it was over.
They were driving down the field.
Anxiety, like I wasn't ready to reconcile that.
That feeling took a long time to leave me. That constant disappointment in playoff scenarios, and then for it all to just evaporate before our eyes is something I will never ever forget. Rob made a comment about Trey Hendrickson. Absolutely, he's doing great. He's got 8 sacks for the year now, which is 6th in the league. And how many sacks have been taken away by penalties?
Yeah.
I can think of at least 3. And the current sack leader is Danielle Hunter, and he's only got 10. So Trey is a few penalties away from being the sack leader in the NFL. And, everybody's talking about how we need a guy like fill in the blank. I'm not going to say all their names because I hate most of them, but it's like everyone's talking about how we need a guy like that. We need a guy like that on this line. We have a guy like that. We have Trey Hendrickson on this line.
And we got him for a steal.
I know. It blows my mind. I love it so much. And then Sam Hubbard, his bestie, they each got a sack on Sunday, so that was amazing. So yeah, I mean, not like a super fantastic day for the defense, but great, really good. Got the job done. Yeah, Jerry, I need to hear about being on the field. I need you to tell me this entire story of you being on the field.
So
start from the beginning. Don't leave anything out.
Okay. So my boss tried to surprise us with field passes, and little did he know I had already contacted his ticket rep because he had sent me a screenshot of a conversation he was having with her. And I emailed her, told her his whole cancer journey, how he just got to ring the bell, how he's a 20-year veteran from the Air Force. And so she basically made it seem like he got it until we got there. And then she was like, you have field passes before, and you guys get to come on the field after the game too. And she was like, it wasn't because of you. It was because of Jerry.
We don't even care about you without Jerry. Without Jerry telling us your whole story, we don't even care.
So
no, that's really cool. So he just finished his chemotherapy, correct?
Yeah, a month ago he got to ring the bell, and so this trip was a celebratory trip. I felt a little bad that I didn't feel bad that it didn't go his way. But he would have been the same way for me.
They've had plenty of wins.
And it was really like the best. Exactly. It was the best like sideline experience he could have ever been a part of, because they had the 2 Super Bowl teams there to troll us. That beat us in the Super Bowl. And so Jerry Rice came over and high-fived everybody. And then Joe Montana walked by, and like I said, my dad, I don't know if you saw the
I saw it. I showed everyone. I told everyone about it.
My dad texted me and said, that's awesome. Poke Joe Montana in the eye for me.
Did you do that?
I did not, only because I wanted to stay for the game.
Probably the best choice you could have made.
And so unfortunately for me, but fortunately for Matt, we were on the side where the 49ers were. So I got to see everybody really up close. And I was trying to take a picture or a video of Joe in the middle of the field, and Kittle was right in my view. And I was basically yelling, Kittle, get out of the way. You're blocking Joe. And the guy next to me just looks at me, and he was a big dude. And I looked at him and I said, what? He was blocking Joe Burrow. I'm like, I don't care. I was like, I had to know Bengals stuff.
The rest of the Niners couldn't do that.
Whoop, whoop.
But it was really cool. I've never been on the field before for the game, prior to the game, and I'm just like in awe, just like taking everything in. My boss also surprised us with club seats. So we had like the nice cushy seats, and their club seats are in the 100 level. Even though all the food was free, I cannot eat during the games because I'm just too nervous. So he kind of yelled at me because I did not eat anything the entire time we were there.
Did you at least stuff your pockets? Because that's what I do.
I was over the moon at that point when I could finally eat. So I didn't pay attention to anything. I did have quite a few margaritas. Their margaritas were fantastic.
Oh, okay, so you got at least a little bit of money's worth. So.
A little bit, but the whole experience, and I was very gracious. He kept trying to like hide. I was until, the end a little bit. But when Joe like evaded those like 3 sacks in a row, I just looked over and I was like, that's my bleeping quarterback. I was like, that's Joe Shiesty. I was like, but that's Mr. Shiesty to you. So I only rubbed it in a little bit. And then the guy next to me was Canadian and was as nice as could be, and honestly did not realize until halfway through the game that I was rooting for the Bengals. And I don't know how he missed that. He was like, yeah, I'm not very observant, eh? He said quite a few A's.
No, you're not, eh?
Very Canadian.
We're an orange, eh?
But really nice. I was really surprised because all of the fans, like nobody said anything to me. I might have gotten a couple dirty looks towards the end, but you have to know how to act in an away stadium. My boss did get pretty mad towards the end when you could audibly hear all the WHODEYs chanting, and he was a little mad about that because he always jokes that there's only 10 Bengals fans in general, and I'm like, oh no, there's a lot of us. So it was just from start to finish, just the perfect day. Perfect day for me.
I'm so glad you had such a good time. That's so amazing. I hope everyone that went I don't think anyone had a good time as you, but I hope everyone had a great time who got to go. You reminding me of the sack. I forgot I was going to show. I'm sure everybody by now has seen Joe Goodberry's tweet because it got like 8.4 million views. But just in case there's one person alive that did not see Joe Goodberry's tweet, it was featured on like multiple sports shows as well. I don't know if there'll be sound with this, but we'll give it a try here. Looks left. Braces himself. Backs out with his eyes up, which was amazing. Rusher's coming. This is my favorite part. Climbs the pocket. He's like, get off of me. The fact that he did not lose the ball.
I know.
During this.
He like changes his arms and then stiff arms.
Get away from me both. Like, come on, boy, don't play with me. And then he's like, okay, now I got to throw this ball because I got to complete this pass that I just worked so hard. And there's that guy coming and hits him.
Yeah, he knows he's about to get drilled there. Oh, it was beautiful.
And that's such a good, as much as that, like, Burrow's back, I love it. That is such a good catch by T.
Yeah.
I know. The whole thing was absolutely beautiful. All right. Stop screen. Yes. Okay. Okay. So last night I was watching Caskey's clicker on Chatterbox, Coach Kyle Caskey, and he was talking about how when the cameraman zooms in, that's when they think they've got him. Like he thought he was sacked. Like if you watch it, the camera zooms in. I'm not sure. I don't know if this was, on the all 22 they zoom in. Okay, on the all 22 they zoom in. But he's right. I when they zoomed in, I thought he was down. I buried my head in my hands at that point because I thought he was down. And I was like, you know what? It's good. It kind of reminded me of the Cardinals one where he did actually get sacked. But then everyone started cheering, and I was like, what happened?
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh my God. And then I've obviously watched this 500 times now. The fact that he was able to just like shrug the dude off and like push him out of the way and, juggle the football and then still be able to get that amazing catch. That was just, throw and catch. Amazing catch by T, amazing throw by Joe. But
from where I was sitting, it legit looked like a magic trick because because I was sitting on the side and probably around like the 30-yard line. And so and he was down on our side. So when everybody like just converged on him, I was like, oh no. And then I was like, wait, how is he still up? And then he just kept like staying up. And it was just, he's the best magician ever.
That's like, I feel like that's just what he did. Like, that's what he did in Kansas City the year they won the AFC. That's what he did in Arizona a couple weeks ago. I mean, I feel like that's just like what he does when he's feeling good. He's like, you can try, but I'm not going down.
That was when I knew he was going to have himself a day because he had fun doing that. Yeah. You could just feel it. That whole team was having a blast.
He gets like hype when he runs.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? He'll get up from a run and like drop the ball, do the first down, beat himself in the head. Like, he's like crazy.
I loved that. I was like, dude is checked in. Like,
he loves it.
But you know what I think is really interesting? I don't know if it was it the Washington Post? Someone did an article on him before the start of the season. It might have been before the calf injury, even in training camp or whenever that was. And they talked about like his football IQ and also how people like he can't articulate how it is he knows what to do. Like where some people will be like, I'll watch film. They'll be like, Joe, how did you know? Like that person was, he's like, I just knew, like, I just felt it. And I feel like it's a superhuman ability. It's also a really good article find it and read it if you haven't. But he's just got this like weird sixth sense that does kind of make him an alien.
More to come on that. More to come. We need our tinfoil hats for that first. But okay, let's see. Oh, I also wanted to play this clip from the Bengals. They just posted this. Let's see here.
A day where we're bathing in sunshine in the Bay Area, Santa Clara the site for San Francisco hosting the Cincinnati Bengals.
These are the games where great players make great plays. That separates from good from the great, these games. Hey, win on me, win on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Hey, sit back and enjoy the show. Bengals win on the way.
I know what time it is, man. One thing
Mike Hilton had a great day too. We didn't really talk much about that.
Generals,
Oh yeah.
and if all the money, you know what time it is. No.
Time to go out there and handle business. WHODEY. Win on 3, 1, 2, 3, win.
And Brock Purdy
I was looking for Jared.
never lost.
Yeah, me too.
Regular and close. What do you make out of this Bengals defense?
That's 5 D linemen out there. That's going to create issues in these heavy personnel. Third down and a yard. It's a handoff for the fullback. He's stopped for a 1-yard loss.
First and 10 from the 31. And there is Mixon.
Through a gaping hole. He's at the 20, 15, 10, and tackle.
So good.
Second and 6.
Burrow in the gun again. Fires one for the end zone. Caught
for the touchdown. Tyler Boyd.
Hey, Mr. Reliable.
Great pocket. Right off the bat.
Purdy catches the shotgun snap. Hands it to McCaffrey and gets into the end zone. And the 49ers have tied the game.
First and goal. There was movement. They're playing it out.
Penalty flag down. Burrow has all day to throw. Looking, rolling right, throwing into the end zone. Caught.
It's over the plays, a touchdown for Cincinnati.
Joe Burrow with 7 touchdown passes.
I love
on the
how
season
happy they always
through
are
6
for each
weeks.
other too.
He's got 2
So
in the
cute
first
on the
quarter.
sidelines.
Bengals up 14-7
genuinely
early second
care
quarter.
about
There's a second and 2.
And Mike Hilton knifes into the backfield.
This
Oh,
Mike Hilton does so
love it.
much.
He's been doing this
Little
forever.
mellow guy.
Underrated.
Mike, yep. Great job, great job.
Burrow catches the shotgun snap. QB draw. Burrow up the middle of the field, and he appears to have a first down at the 39.
All kinds of room
We didn't
there.
even talk
Burrow said, "I'll
about
go ahead and gobble that up."
That
Burrow
like
to
designed
throw. Has to
run.
scramble up the
I
middle
know,
of the
right?
field. He's got running room.
Burrow's got the first down. Boy, he is now running fearlessly
Gets up, slaps his helmet.
as he picks up 20 on that scramble.
Love it.
Purdy in the gun. Keeps the ball on a zone read. He's rolling right. He throws. It is picked off.
Oh, it's taken away from him by Pratt.
Wow, what a mistake by Purdy.
There we go, GP.
First and 10 from the 20 for the 49ers. Purdy throws over the middle. Intercepted.
Back-to-back throws.
Oh, God. What? The best in the world. In the world.
The Bengals will start inside the red zone at the 17.
Wide open. Touchdown. Jamar Chase. Oh, what a flip.
I did gymnastics back in the day. They didn't know that though.
As the Bengals win their third
Right, I did not know
fourth in
that.
their last
Right.
5
Right.
and pull over 500 for the first time this year.
Oh, yay! So great. All right, Pork Chop's here. What's up, Pork Chop? Thanks for being here. Such a great game.
I forgot to tell you guys too when we were on the sideline before the game when the ref walked by, I might have yelled, "The North remembers!" as he was going by.
Good. Was that Ron? You yelled that at Ron?
Yeah.
I'm sure it caused him a lot of pain to have to make those calls against us, or for us, I should say. And yeah, I mean, there was still some little shady calls in there. I think he got his little shady calls in there, but he was calling a pretty fair game for most of it, and I'm sure that annoyed him to no end.
Didn't we not get a flag until the last 2 minutes? I feel like we had a near perfect game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
we did.
we got that. And that,
Yeah.
that is a really special Zach Taylor thing. Now we've struggled a little bit more with this season. And I think, you got younger guys, but that is to me such a difference in a Zach Taylor coached football or Bengals football team than maybe a Marvin Lewis coached football team. The discipline of these guys, like you just do not see as many the refs will make bad calls on something, sure, and we're seeing that more than ever this year. But I feel like the discipline of our guys, like that speaks so much to them, to the coaching staff, and it's really impressive.
They don't want to let each other down.
Yeah. So precious. I just love them. I love them so much. But yeah, I agree. I agree. They're good character guys. They're disciplined guys. They don't want to let each other down. I'll never forget how upset Osai was after that AFC game. I mean, it breaks your heart. You never want to see that. And then his guys standing up for him. I really just feel like they care about each other. They play for each other. They care about playing a good, clean game. They care about being a good, clean team that plays tough but fair. And I just, 100%. All the credit to Zach Taylor for that. Okay, well, let's do some conspiracy theories because I got some things that I need to talk about. All right. Wow. Bridget made a
This is the first time I've ever had one. I just want to call out.
I love it. So just don't think anything with the front of your mind. Okay.
Yeah.
It all comes from the back anyway.
Okay.
Nothing's happening up here.
All right. So we've kind of touched on this already. People have talked about it, but I think we need to seriously think about the fact that Joe Burrow might be an alien. He's definitely not human, but I think that Jamar Chase might be an alien as well. And it makes sense if you think about it because they're like best friends. They were neighbors. They've been neighbors multiple times, possibly on other planets. I'm just saying, I think it's possible that they are both aliens. Thoughts?
I was wondering if Joe was trying to reveal something to Jamar after he said he didn't believe in aliens. Like, hello, what about me? Look at my mask. Look at me on the football field. Don't you know who I am?
100%. I just don't. Well, he was wearing that crazy mask. He was wearing his NASA sweatshirt and his Dolce & Gabbana pants. I'm all about. If I had Joe Burrow money, I would spend $400 on this crazy mask too. Hold on, I got a thing here. Shout out to Zim who found this link, which is hilarious. Yeah, abductor. It's called Abductor. This mask is terrifying. I'm just gonna throw that out there. So my question is, do we think that this mask was made after Joe Burrow's actual face? And was he just showing us his actual face, or was this? I don't know. I'm not taking it off the table. I'm just saying. But if you want to have a Joe Burrow face for $400, it could be yours.
That is exactly what I figured Joe would spend his money on, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like still so wholesome and silly. I love it.
Yeah. I mean, this is like really quality work. I mean, it's just crazy.
When Joe's having fun, we all tend to be having fun.
Exactly. I love it. I love it. Love it. All right. Any other conspiracy theories? I feel like I had some more, but I forgot. Pork Chop says Joe Burrow is a demigod sent to us because God loves Cincinnati so much.
We prayed for him all those years.
I did. I prayed for him before I even knew who he was. I prayed for someone.
In 1,000 years, they'll be talking about like the patron saint of Cincinnati, Joseph Lee Burrow. There will be little cards that you can receive.
You're not doing that now?
I mean, Jerry, why'd you tell people?
No, but I love how how history always gets it a little bit wrong. You know what I mean? Like, I hope someday the legend of Joe Burrow, like many, many, many years from now, like the legend of Joe Burrow is just this like crazy story. He's like a 8 foot tall demigod that was sent to Cincinnati.
after he's won us, let's say 7 Super Bowls, and the apocalypse has happened, and the only thing that's standing is like rubble and a giant statue of Joe Burrow. When life comes back, or a few people come back, or aliens come down to see what happened, they will see that statue of Joe Burrow and they will think that is our God, because it is.
It is. I mean, they're not wrong.
Now, it does make me wonder, these like training camp preseason injuries, is that really just like Joe Burrow going back to the mother planet? Like, he's like, I gotta actually chill and get juiced up for the season, but I can only do it like time and proximity matters.
There's there's something with the stars and the sun, and he can't participate in any of preseason games because of that.
I think there's something there, and I really hope someone writes fan fiction about it, like in the next 48 hours.
I think you could probably just take all the conspiracy theories from our show and write the most deranged ever, and we all might get put on a list for it. And I don't know, but
we're already on that list.
Wow. It's just wild. It's wild how many things. Oh, the other thing I was going to say about the Joe Burrow is an alien thing is, who's his bestie? Kid Cudi. And he's got that song Embrace the Martian, which is funny because I just heard that song. I heard that song in a Peloton class I was taking. I was taking like a strength class on Peloton, and I heard this song, and it's an older song. I hadn't heard it in forever. And I was like, oh man, this song is really good. And then I've been like listening to it lately. And then it's just like, oh my God, that song is about Joe Burrow. And if you look at the lyrics, he talks about like people in Cleveland are doubting you, and I don't have nothing for the people with their eyes closed. And like, there's like some lyrics there that I think were, maybe foretold, because that song is what, like 15 years old or something stupid. But I feel like he was maybe predicting the future. So maybe Kid Cudi is also an alien. Maybe they're all just the 3 of them are best friends and they're all aliens. I'm not throwing it out.
I like the idea that Cheeto is an alien with them. Who did the team vote for? Was it Cheeto?
Yes.
I think
it was between Cheeto and Joe.
Yeah.
Why not both?
I think they would know. I mean, they spent a lot of time together, so.
What if they just like straight up outed them and no one believes it? And they're just like, yeah, these
I was just about to say that.
Yeah. I mean, what would people really think?
Throw us off the set.
Yeah. Be like, oh yeah, they're definitely an alien. And everyone would be like, oh, and we'd be like,
they are.
I think the mothership is calling me back right now, actually. I don't know what's happening here. Oh, if I have a seizure in my chair here, you'll just know. All right. Any other conspiracy theories? That was my big one.
This isn't a conspiracy theory so much, but like I sort of loved as soon as I saw that the 49. So I will say I was nervous about the 49ers, and I was one of these people worried about 2 losses in a row, and I was like, this is an angry team, and the media has convinced me that the 49ers are infallible. But when I saw that the Niners legends were coming, I was like, ooh, billboard material or bulletin board material. Like,
yes.
I thought as soon as I heard that, I was like, ooh, they're coming in. And so not really a conspiracy, but kind of like
I think they definitely did that on purpose, though, don't you think?
Oh yeah.
They definitely did that on purpose. So I agree. Go ahead.
They had like we do, like ruler of the jungle, and for them it was Joe Montana, and he like gave a whole speech like right before the game, and he said something about Joe, but he was like, but Joe's not scoring any points today, and blah blah blah, and everybody was
so much
going
for that.
crazy, and I was just like, oh.
You're just like,
jinx. I'm like, oh, please just talk about Skyline Chili, and it's done deal. Done deal.
I think people have learned their lesson with Skyline Chili. I have not seen a lot of chili curse lately, so I think people are finally learning their lesson. Don't mess with the Skyline chili. But yeah, Bridget, I'm glad you brought that up because I thought the same thing. I thought, oh, they're for sure trolling us. They are for sure rubbing our noses in this. And I hope we just come out and drop a whole bunch of points on them. And that's what we did. Boom.
Well, was it Ken Anderson that tweeted, I wish I knew what it was like to beat the 49ers or something like that?
Yes, but did you also see his Halloween costume that he went as himself with his mustache?
Yeah.
That was like my favorite thing on Twitter on Halloween was Kenny Anderson going as his younger self for Halloween.
I think there's also, I will say, to bridge like a little Cincinnati sports conspiracy. So we had that great win by the Bengals, and then we immediately in Cincinnati had to go to the FC Cincinnati playoff game, first ever home playoff game for that team. And they don't announce. So there's always someone who pulls the sword, like for the Bailey.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's like someone in media, sometimes it's a former player. But they don't tell you who it is, like they do with Ruler of the Jungle. And lo and behold, who is it? It's Anthony Munoz. And he like pulls the sword, and it was almost like this epic, like we've got Cincinnati football, the Cincinnati football, and it was like, it was so exciting. The line was coming up like out of the chili on that tifo, and it was just like the perfect bridge. It was like Cincinnati knew we were going to keep it going and needed to hand off the sword. So it was magic. It was a magic sports day.
I love God, everything about that pregame thing. I'm glad we made it. I was worried that we weren't going to make it for all the ceremony, all the pregame stuff. And I'm so glad that we made it because yes, Anthony Munoz pulling the sword was amazing. All the fireworks and the smoke and the haze. And it was so magical. I was just sitting there, like just quietly crying and smiling. Like, it was just so special. I loved it. But that's a good point, Bridget. I didn't even think, I'm thinking like, oh my God, I love Anthony Munoz. I wasn't even thinking about the whole 49ers thing. That's pretty cool. Cause it's like Cincinnati teams, new and old, and all doing great. We just need the Reds to take that next step. All three of them could be in the playoffs next year. Well, how cool would that be? City's not ready.
We got to build the infrastructure in the next few months.
Yeah. Oh, that would be wild. All right. Any other conspiracy theories? No. Okay. Well, thank you all so much for that. I think it's time for We Need to Talk. We Need to Talk is brought to you by Brimminghorn Meadery. Code Tigress gets you a discount on 2 or more bottles of mead. Make sure you check them out. They are Bengals fans, and the mead is delicious. All right. What do we need to talk about this week?
So we need to talk about how we have got to bring all of the energy on Sunday night. Joe said it. Coach said it. They're going to do their part. We have to do ours. We've got to stripe the jungle. Everybody look at your section for the colors. We can do this. I know we can. And just be as loud as possible. And something that I was dying laughing at the game this past Sunday is the 49er fans were cheering while they were on offense. And I'm like, do you guys know how football works?
Why do people do that?
And my boss was so embarrassed because we were talking about that on the way to the game, that is my biggest pet peeve is you do not say a word on offense. And they were just like, yeah, let's go, Brock. And I'm like, yeah, let's go, Brock.
I know. I always do that too. Whenever I'm at an away stadium, I just start clapping when they're on offense. And then other people will like start cheering and I'll just start clapping louder. I don't want to get beat up. So like, I don't yell a lot of stuff usually, like until the end when everybody leaves. If we're winning by a lot, I'll start yelling stuff at the end. But like, especially at the beginning, like I don't want to get beat up. I want everyone around me to like me and think I'm nice and, not beat me up. And so I'll Oh yeah, Dalton. Kayla's got your believe sign back there. That's so cool. We love the believe sign. That was so important to that playoff win. I'm convinced. But yeah, so but when they start cheering, I'm like,
yeah, just encourage it. Be a little louder, even.
Yeah, come on, guys. Yeah. So loud on defense, quiet on offense, or I will shush you. But yes, Strike the Jungle. I linked it. I linked the tweet in the description. So check your section, get your fit right. I linked the Google Doc that has all the discount stuff people have found that's very cheap. It doesn't have to be Bengals gear. You can wear your Bengals gear underneath it. Put something, it doesn't matter what it is, black, orange in your section. Put it over top of your lucky Bengals jersey or whatever it is you think you got to wear. Put something black or orange over top of it. And let's just make this so amazing. I want to show the Bengals that we can do this. Greg says, along with Bengal Bomb Squad, stop by rally around the Natty Tailgate for Midwest Best Barbecue and Bengals and Brews for 50 West Beer. Absolutely. Yeah. Lot 1's got a lot going on. Yeah. Lot 1's going to be a good time. So yeah, Strike the Jungle. What are you saying? No.
Just I can't wait.
Oh yeah. Also in lot are they coming to lot 1? Do we know that for sure? The Gorin people? Are we talking about that? Okay. So there is a hat company that Travion Williams has partnered with called Gorin Brothers, and I've linked them in the description as well. They are a really old hat company. They have a lot of really cool hats. They've been in business since 1895, and they have like leather hat, like ball cap type hats, and they're really cool. And they have one that's a tiger that you can pre-order now, and they're going to be in lot 1 also, and they're going to have some fun stuff going on, and I think some merchandise and some things like that. So make sure you what show the page. Oh yeah, I got to show the page. I keep forgetting it. I have all this stuff to show and tell here. There is a hat that's got a tiger on it that is really cool. Let me get my presentation here. There it is. So yeah, this is like kind of their style of hat. They're kind of like a trucker style.
That's
and
super cute.
I love this tiger.
They've got a lot of different hats.
Yeah.
So Travion Williams loves their hats, and is collabing with them to release this.
Got a signature on it, Travion Williams. Yeah. So this one's a trucker style, but they do have a lot of other different styles. Oh, look at Travion. Oh, little cutie. Yeah.
They're partying with Bengal Bomb Squad.
They're gonna party with Bengal Bomb Squad.
Lots of free.
And they're gonna give stuff away. So hey, can't be free. So yeah, so I think this is super cool. Everyone knows I have a problem with hats, so last thing I need is another hat problem. But yeah, apparently they've got other stuff. They've got all. So anyway, it's going to be a lot of fun. You want me to click on more stuff? Farm. All right. Let's get this back here. Oh, Deep Sea. Let's see. Shop. Sorry, I haven't actually looked at this website very much, so I don't really know what I'm doing here, but why not? I did click on shop. Thinking.
Is there like a tiger line?
Anyway, yeah, there's a tiger line, and I can't get this to pull up. It's not. Yeah, they got all kinds of good stuff. So they got all these little patches. They got this sock that says cock on it, which is hilarious. I could make a lot of jokes about that, but I won't. Okay, yeah. So they've got truckers, they got classics, they got flat caps, and they got socks. Yeah, they got all these little cute animals. This one says "Go away."
I love that.
And look, it's a jellyfish. I bet T. Higgins would like that one.
Yeah. Oh, that's perfect.
Someone has to give him that.
So that's adorable. Let's see what else they got. They got
Did we just get invaded by aliens just there?
Possibly, yes.
Did anybody else hear that?
I did hear that. I don't know what
it was. Probably is. There are data points that point to it's definitely aliens.
Yeah. So there's a hat that says cock on it.
You need that one.
Who needs that one? You need that one?
You need that.
You need that one. Cap says he needs that one. So yeah. So I'm not gonna click on every single hat, but they got some really cool stuff. So they're gonna be in lot 1 with Bengals Mom Squad. There's the white tiger apparently. They've got a trash panda, which I think is great.
Oh, there he is.
Oh yeah. Oh, this one's cool. I like this. This one's one of the leather ones, I think. This one? No, maybe not. Oh yeah, it is. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
So
that's super cute.
I love this one. I might be rocking this one at the next whiteout game. Just saying.
Love that.
But okay. Sorry, that seemed very awkward. But that's Goran. That's Goran hats. So I'm excited to see what they got for us.
Well, I think we need to talk about, do we have, if not one of the best linebacker duos in the NFL, maybe perhaps the best?
It's okay to say it.
I think there's an argument. I don't know. I mean, especially after that last game when they both come away with a pick, they're both just so clutch in all these great moments. And I feel like I didn't even dream that we would be able to keep both of them in Cincinnati, and we did it in the offseason. And it was like, it felt like Jermaine Pratt and Logan both staying on the team. It felt like a dream. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm still just in awe of it.
I agree, Kayla. I'm just so happy that they were able to get those deals done and everything worked out for everybody. And they really seem to love this team. And it makes me so happy because, God, I mean, you see all the drama around the league and coaches and GMs getting fired.
Oh my gosh,
people cussing out the teammates in the locker. I mean, there's just so much going on. And I'm just so thankful that we have these guys and that they love each other and they love their coach and they love being a part of this team. And it just makes me so happy because I think that's what every fan wants from their guys is for them to love being there as much as we love them being there. So,
and the fact that we have them on such like affordable like contracts for the quality of players they are too, it's just like, it's mind blowing, and I'm so thankful.
Yeah. It's not an argument. They're definitely the best.
No, they are the best. But I have this dream that like we're in the Super Bowl and Jermaine Pratt gets the pick to just like coffin nails it. And to me, like breaking the 31-year curse to like breaking the never getting a Lombardi to get, that is what I think is going to happen, and I'm going to manifest it every dang day. But for me, that's just it. That's what's going to happen, and it's going to be like,
I would never stop crying. I would just cry for the rest of my life.
I think so too, Kayla. You know, it's funny. It's like that's how I felt when they broke the playoff curse. It's like,
oh yeah,
I can't even imagine them breaking that Super Bowl curse. I mean, I know they will. I know this team will. I don't this year, next year, I don't know. But it's gonna happen. And I will be there and I will be crying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree, Kayla. Great point. Anybody else?
I just think we need to celebrate the fact that Mike Hilton is stupid good at football.
Yes.
And just stupid good at football. And like the announcers named it like this is a guy who like we all appreciate. We all know what he is, but like Trey Hendrickson, like maybe Logan Wilson doesn't get as celebrated on the national stage, but Mike Hilton is stupid good at football and it is incredible.
Yeah. And I love that. It's funny because at the beginning of the season, I felt like he was one of the guys that was having issues with tackling and things like that. But I knew it. I knew he would get it together. And I feel like the biggest difference from the beginning of the season to now is that all the communication has improved. The communication for defense has improved, for offense has improved. Everybody is communicating better. And I think it really does just come down to those reps. And I think that even though Joe Burrow wasn't 100%, I think those reps at the beginning of the season, even though he wasn't himself, even though it wasn't great, it was ugly at times, but he needed those reps. He needed that time because he missed all of training camp. He missed all of preseason. So I for one, am thankful that we're seeing it now down the line, and we can look back and say, like, yes, that was a right decision. Yes, we were right to trust these guys. We were right to know that this was all going to come together. And so that to me is just one of the best things about this team getting hot in the middle of the season, middle to the end of the season, is that everything we've been through is justified, All right. Well, we got the Bills coming up. Miss Jerry, are you ready for your prediction?
Sure am.
Oh, you're like, sure. All right. Miss Jerry is our resident psychic. What you got for us?
I just feel really, really good about where we are right now. I feel another Logan Wilson interception. And I think Josh Allen is going to make a lot of mistakes because he tends to get flustered. And I think we are going to have him very flustered because we just want it more. The jungle's going to be rocking. It's going to be so much fun. And I'm going to have these glasses with me and wearing them most of the time. And we're just going to party. It's going to be a party, guys. I will say, going into the game on Sunday, I was not nervous at all. And it's not that I was like, oh, we're totally going to win. I just, I had no nerves. And I'm like, I started getting nervous, in the middle of the game. But I think it was more like the excited, getting caught up in the moment of everything.
Yeah.
But leading up to it all weekend, I was not anxious. I don't know if it was the Zoloft or the fact I was on vacation.
Zoloft, shout out to Zoloft.
The wine.
The Zoloft was Zolofting this weekend, and I was just calm, and it was. I have that feeling again, and I cannot wait to be with everybody on Sunday, to hug all you guys before the game, after the game, during the game, and we're just gonna all be screaming "Welcome to the jungle" at the top of our lungs.
I love it. We love a medicated queen. But yeah, we had some other predictions. Yash predicted 2 scores the Bengals were going to win by. Rob predicted a little closer. Duncan predicted that Allen was going to get rattled. I think that's very, very likely. I think he's just one that if things aren't going his way at the beginning, I think he has a hard time getting back there. Mm-hmm. So
he's going to get in a tiff with somebody. He's going to, and that's one of the things I really don't. I mean, there's probably a few things I don't like about Josh Allen, but I hate how emotional he get. Why are you pushing people? Joe Burrow would never do that. Dude's just y'all want to fight? Okay, whatever. Josh Allen is just. I feel like he's like a teenage boy, a frat boy.
Yeah. It's also kind of selfish too, because if you're putting yourself in a position where you could potentially get hurt if you're pushing people or getting in the middle of a fight, you are the heart of that team. If you go down or if something happens to you, your entire team is going to suffer. So just be smarter. And I'm sorry, but Josh Allen just is not smart.
Yeah.
He's not.
Just
I know. It's crazy to me because he gets so much praise, and I'm just I just don't get it. Hello, welcome back.
It's like Justin Herbert, right? When is Justin Herbert going to show that he's as good as everybody says he is? So I think the Bengals are going to come in with some unfinished business. We all know the Cincinnati community rallied beautifully last time the Bills were in town, and we needed to. We showed what we were made of. But I think my take is that the Bengals are going to remember what the NFL did to them after they showed that heart. And I think it's gonna I think they're gonna come out and just be out for blood. That was the NFL did them dirty, and our memories are not that short.
Yeah. No good deed goes unpunished, as I've experienced many times in my life. So, yeah, I think we did the right thing. We got screwed, and I think they went into Buffalo and beat the snot out of them and showed everybody what they messed up on. And I think they're going to do it again. They're going to, just in case anybody forgot, but we'll see. I don't want to speak too soon, but I do think that this team is firing on all cylinders right now. I think it's going to be hard to stop this team. Like, I don't think there's a team out there that could beat this team that we saw on Sunday. Yeah. I don't know that there's a lot of teams out there that could beat that team. So,
not in Sunday Night Football, not in Cincinnati, not when, we've got a bit of a vendetta.
Yeah.
And,
let's
beat the Buffaloes.
We're undefeated with the lights on. Yes, beat the Buffaloes. All right, Kayla, you got an injury report for us? Oh, she might be frozen again. We'll play the graphic anyway. Maybe it will work. That never fails to make me smile. Kate's here. She says, tomorrow I'm scraping the 513 sticker, the one that Buffalo and Cincy unified after the miracle, off my car window. Yes, Kate. I don't understand how people still have their profile pictures changed. Like, change that back. Like, they were not nice to us. I've heard a lot of bad stories about people who went to Buffalo and did not have a great time. But hi, Kayla.
I don't know what's happening. I don't know.
It's the aliens.
Just like my router's having issues. I don't know. I just keep like suddenly disappearing, and then it's like trying to connect, and I'm like, well, I was just chatting with the girls.
Well, please don't get abducted. We played your injury report graphic.
Okay. Sorry about that.
That's all right. It happens.
The big story, I think, is Trey Hendrickson did not practice today, but it's Wednesday. So, but the good news is Akeem Davis-Gaither got in a limited practice today. And so it's been a long time since that happened. And then on the other side, Josh Allen did not practice today. He's got that shoulder injury back when they think they played like the Giants, maybe. But he's been nagging him for a while. Kyer Elam didn't practice. Damar Hamlin didn't practice. So they've got a lot of people who are on the injury report too.
Who's Buffalo's backup?
Oh, who's their backup?
Oh, is it the same person who it was last year? Why can't I think of it?
I have no idea. Well, hopefully they're all ready to go. I don't like the idea of playing. I was really glad that when Brock Purdy was ready to go.
Yeah, I was too. I think he will play. I don't think that.
Yeah, I'm sure he will. I think they just rest him throughout the week just to, just to do it.
Yeah. It makes for a better storyline. That's why.
Right. Like, oh, battle through injury. Like Patrick Mahomes having the flu.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God.
His stats were fine. Like, they didn't lose the game because of him. But.
Right.
Yeah, everybody was like, oh, well, he was sick. Okay, Joe Burrow had a calf injury, and you guys were acting like he was never going to be able to play football at, like, the caliber that he's capable of again. Like, everybody else gets excuses except for us. But we also don't want the excuses.
Right.
He will get cut off in traffic on the highway, and someone will be like, oh, Patrick Mahomes, like, he was cut off in traffic. I think he's going to be okay. But, like, come on, like, this, it makes me wonder, like, what kind of wuss is this dude that, like, oh, he's got the flu? Like, he probably just was scared of Denver, and rightfully so. Like, they needed a little embarrassment.
Probably been more scared,
honestly.
In his defense, when most men get the flu, they do act like they are dying.
True.
Very true.
No offense.
No offense to anyone watching, but that's true.
Yeah.
All right. Anybody get anything new lately? I came home to a fun surprise. I got this bag that I ordered.
Ooh.
Thank you. It came with this other little bag inside of it. So this bag comes out. It's like a little pouchy thing. And then I got this guy with it. It's got a
I love that it's like a larger bag too, because I know there's been so many cute little ones.
Like, I don't know. I don't understand how people carry these cute little bags. I'm like, where's all your stuff?
Yeah.
But I like it because it came with this long strap. It came with this little strap that you can put, on here. You can put that here too. But then it's also got this little strap here. So when you got all your stuff in it, you can just carry this if you want to, or this completely detaches, which I love. So, you can choose your own adventure. I might leave this tag on it that says NFL in case anybody has questions about it, because it does have an opaque bottom. And when I went to Arizona, I was not allowed in the stadium with my other bag because they said because it had an opaque bottom. First, they said it was because it had a logo on it. And I said, that is not true. That is definitely within the rules that you're allowed to have a logo on one side. But then they tried to say it was because of the opaque bottom. So I could go on and on about NFL bag rules and about how they all need to be the same, but I might just leave my NFL tag on this bag. And then I found this gem on Poshmark. If anyone knows, me and Jerry, we troll Poshmark probably more than we should.
Aware.
Look at this Tommy Bahama shirt that I found.
That is adorable. I love it. You are going to look so stinking cute in that.
It's got this like subtle Hawaiian print. Like, I don't know if you can even see it, but it's like basically like the texture makes the Hawaiian print. I have no clue if you guys can see that or not because it's over my face right now. But and then it's just got the bee, but I think it's cute. I'm excited to wear it.
So I am a big Christmas fan. The decor all went up on Saturday. And I also like a Hallmark Christmas ornament. And I found this Joe Burrow ornament.
That's amazing.
So
oh that's so cute.
I don't have it yet, but
did you order it? Where'd you get it from?
It's Hallmark.
Hallmark? Oh my God.
Yeah. Oh wow.
$16.99, and Joe Burrow can hang on your tree too.
Wow. What you got there, Jerry? You got your little tree. It's not decorated. Do you decorate that one or no?
I actually just got this last year at like the end of the season for $3. So I got all of the ones technically Halloween, but
yeah,
they are my everything upstairs is all Bengal Christmas. So
I love that. I have an
my Christmas tree up here. I only put one ornament on that one, and that's all I want for Christmas is a Bengals Super Bowl win. So that will be the only ornament on that tree until we get a Super Bowl win. So
I love it. I love Christmas time too. I love Christmas ornaments and Christmas decorations and all that good stuff.
And I just got Archer a Bengals elf on the shelf. So
fun.
That's cute.
I was very excited about it because they sold out last year, and I found one on Poshmark, new in the box. That also came with a Bengals Christmas stocking. So
I love that. This year stuff has been selling out. That's why I put around the bag. It's actually cheaper today. Jerks. But I put the trigger on it because I wanted those boots they sold out. I wanted the jacket they sold out. I wanted there was 3 things by this company that I really wanted and they all sold out. So I pulled the trigger on that bag pretty quickly. So if you want to get it, because it might be gone.
Every time I buy something, I'm like, okay, this is it. No more. And then they keep coming out with more cute stuff and more.
Why do you lie to
jackets.
yourself like that, Jerry?
Because I mean,
is it worth it? I just don't. I'm like,
again, my favorite is when Brian's like, "Did you order something from NFLshop.com?" And I'm just like, "What do you think?"
Do you want me to lie to you?
Like, do you want the truth, or do you want to act surprised when it just magically appears at the doorstep?
Oh yeah, that's great. Make sure you check out our sponsor, Sara Sella Jewelry. She's got some Bengals theme stuff. She also does custom stuff. So if you have any questions, please reach out to her. Anybody else have anything?
I did buy the 98 Problems DJ, but I bought the orange crew neck sweatshirt. So depending on temperature, I may wear it on Sunday if it comes. I actually don't know if it'll be here in time. I should have just gone to Cincy Shirts and like.
You should have, because their shipping sometimes takes a while. We love you.
That was stupid on me. But
just
regardless,
go buy one for Sunday and then return your other one.
Well, and I might go. I'm really loving that. The offense, the Joe Jamar tee.
Oh yes, the name.
They have that at least on an orange T-shirt, and I might have to go get that too because I'm obsessed with that.
The cool thing about Cincy shirts too is that they can print any design on any shirt. They print stuff right there. All locations now they can print stuff on demand. So if you need an orange shirt, just run over to Cincy Shirts and have them print you whatever you want on an orange shirt if that's the way you want to go.
I forgot. I also just ordered Blindside Images. Just came out with a new Victory Monday sweatshirt.
We talked about this last week when you were here.
Oh,
Kayla was wearing her mean and angry one, and we talked about the Victory Monday one also. And I love those designs. Those are super awesome.
I just got that one, so I'm hoping it'll be here before my trip to Cincinnati so I can wear it back on Monday.
Yay.
Yeah.
Super fun. All right. Well, I think that's all we got for tonight. Thank you all so much for watching. Thanks to everybody who joined us live. Thanks for everybody watching after the fact. Make sure you give us a thumbs up, leave us a comment. We appreciate you all so much, and I hope to see everybody on Sunday. Don't forget to find your section, and WHODEY, everybody.
WHODEY.